So how did Deuce 11 G's get formed? What led to the name change of Kinghood Cycles and the whole lineup change?
Deuce 11, basically the name of the group came from listening to Snoop at that time. When we heard that song where he said, "Take this 211 to another level." We basically were like on some real, I think 211 to cops means armed robbery. We just wanted to be real fucking gangsta on some shit. We wanted to take Kinghood to a whole nother level as far as gangster rap and how we could sound. So at this point, at that year and that date and that time when Deuce 11 came out, first of all, Deuce 11 was called 211 before we changed the name, but because we were such good friends and family with Swift D from 211, the group from Flint, we said, man, we're going to change it up and name ourselves Deuce 11 G's. We were heavily inspired while making that demo tape, Death Row, Dog Pound Music, and Cypress Hill. So those two groups kind of fusion the sound of that demo tape.
So why did Deuce 11 G's never get around to releasing a full album?
I had left. I was having personal issues, so I was admitted into therapy. And then I eventually moved down south because I was having problems with my family. So I left Flint, and that's why the album didn't get finished.
That's why there's only like 5 songs, because in the folder that you gave me, there's at least 11 songs. Let's see, actually, maybe 14, because some of them are
Yeah,
all on
like
one
what
track.
what had happened? Oh, you had asked why the Deuce 11, I think G's album never came out. Why didn't it get finished?
Yeah, why did that?
Oh, and then you asked like that there were more songs, but those came out in I think like 96. That was when I had left 95 and I moved. That was when Mark Steele had moved back, and during that time that was when he had made the Corruption demo. Then when I came back in like 96, that was when Visions was made, Lifelines, War Game, True to the Game was 97, and To Die For was our last song in 97 too. So Deuce 11 G's didn't get finished because I had moved away, and the album never got finished, which was weird because I personally think that at that point, that was probably the most fire music we had ever made as a group, was Deuce 11 and some of the later songs too, Lifelines, Murder One, Visions, 96, all of those songs. Not to say that I'm not happy with the Kinghood album, but I think that we came a long way from those kids on the Kinghood album than what we started making as Deuce 11 G's and as Death Wish and the other group name that we had at the time. Ballers of the
Death
Round.
Wish Incorporated
Ballers of the
and
Round.
Ballers of the Round Table?
Yeah, yeah.
So what led to the breakup of Deuce 11 G's?
Just like I said, I moved away, and basically it was just Randy and Bruce left at home, and that's when they had made Criminal Mind and Get Down.
Yeah, they only made 2 songs.
Yeah.
Plus, they were in Variety of Sins.
Yeah, Bruce had made Slippin' with 40. That's another lost song that got lost at Boomin'. I'm sure CeeLo remembers the minivan, and so does Clay and Swift, God rest his soul, and Chat Chat,
Yeah.
everybody, man. Like, those were like some of the best days of my fucking life, man. Unforgettable.
Did Chat Chat record at Boomin Records, or was he mostly Steve Pitts at Black
Chat
Jack
Chat's tape
Studios?
was dropped at Steve Pitt's studio. All of that was Steve Pitt's. Incredible demo tape.
Yeah, it sounds like you knew him too. You and
Yeah,
Bruce did at least.
unbelievably, people said he was hanging around us all the time, and I was like, we were, I was, and he was actually in the back of Jeff Salk's truck a lot of the times back in those days. He was hanging out with us, a crew of other people. Like, he was always hanging around us. So he's definitely an artist that I would have signed and wanted him to probably be an extra member of our group because he was just out of this world. Chat Chat was, his music is incredible.
Yeah, it's too bad he got killed.
Yeah, I know. I know it is. Sad thing. He was
Yeah,
talented as fuck.
all over dating someone else's woman or some shit.
Yep.